Recording. Now, yesterday we have started with swing components, and we have gone into detail about that. Whenever we are talking about swing components, we have to import a package called as javax.swing, and we'll find there are different classes that we'll be using, and all the classes will start with J. So just like a button, it will be J button. Just like a text field, it will be J text field. So different components are being added over here. We have also seen the basic differences between the AWT and Swing components. As far as Swing is considered, it is platform independent, lightweight. Pluggable look and feel can be added. Apart from that, it has a lot many number of powerful components been added, just like a color chooser or a scroll panel, and list or a table. Apart from that, it has one more very excellent feature, that it supports MVC, that is model view control, where model is nothing but your data, view is nothing but your presentation, and controller is nothing but the interface between the model and a view. So we have seen at the end, it has always been preferred to go for the Swing components rather than AWT components. We have also seen the hierarchy where all these components are residing. The class, the interface which has been extended from component, that is J component, and we are having a lot many set of classes which are present into that package of J component. So it has been referred that we find everything we can execute just like AWT in a window and also in panel, just like in frame and applet also. So same like AWT, we have a same platform of execution, that either we can execute Swing components on window or on panels. We have also seen that basically whenever we start writing any designing code, we always go for the preference of getting to be get displayed by using this four basic functions, that is add function, set size function, set layout function, and set visible function. These are all being set to the component, that is a container classes. So we are adding all the elements on the container. We are setting the size of a container, we are setting the layout of the container, and we are setting visible that container. So all elements will be visible by using a set visible, and all these functions we are forcing to be get implemented on your container, that is nothing but your frame. We have seen yesterday that in two ways we can use a frame, that is your container class, that is by association, and second one is by inheritance, that is you can extend it, the JFrame classes in your program, just like we have seen in AWT. Yesterday we have seen one simple example how a button can be displayed on a screen. We have also seen how this association is been done by directly creating the object of a JFrame and then using it directly. This is nothing but what we call as association. And when we go for inheritance, when we extend the class just like JFrame, there is no need for creating the object of frame, and there is no need to say that frame the object dot add or set size or set layout or set visible. So these are the basically four functions we have to implement everywhere. So we have gone for the example yesterday also, and then we have entered into the components, the list of components, whether it is a button or radio button or checkbox or combo box or table or color chooser or progress bar or a slider. Apart from this, there are a lot many list of components which are present in a Swing. Yesterday we have seen a J option pane, that is most important for us, because whenever we are doing any GUI form design, it is always necessary at some moment we need to accept some values, or we need to give some message. So message box, which was not available in what we call as AWT component, now it is available in Swing component. So we can use J option pane in very different way, and that J option pane can be implemented to display three types of different classes component. That is, you can use show a message box also using show message dialog. You can show confirm dialog box also, that is yes, no, and cancel on a screen. What small message box with yes, no, and cancel with some message, that is show confirm dialog box. And we can use accept some values at runtime in the format of string, that is at runtime the values in are being considered in a string, that is show input dialog. And we have yesterday seen in example how it is looking and how we can change the icons of your message box also. So we have seen that how this information and how this what is called as a warning message are being displayed using your geo option pane, show dialog box, different functions, different parameters of their same functions. Same way we have seen the show input dialogs, how we can accept some values with a single line code, and same way we can show we have gone for the confirm dialog box also for execution. Now yesterday we have started with some what we call as components of swing, and we have entered into one component, most important used component, that is a button, and we have implemented that button. Now here there are some functions yesterday we have not discussed. Yesterday we have only have an example on that, and we have added action listener over there. So we can set a text to your text box at runtime. You can get a text. You can set enable also the button. You can set an icon on a button also. You can get the icon from a button also at the runtime. You can add action listener. So this is the most important thing what we have done yesterday, that whenever we are going for a button click events, we have to add an action listener interface, and for that adding that action listener interface at the runtime, we need to use a function called as add action listener. So then only it will be added to your program. So we have gone for a simple example where we have created an object of a frame. We have added a button over there. We have set a size of that button. We have added it on a frame. We have set a size of a frame. We have set a layout of a frame, and we have made it visible on a screen, and we have get the output in a very systematic way. Same way, today we'll look into detail. Just like a button, there are different labels. So we can use a label also for giving some message, for displaying some ready-made uneditable text on your screen. So for that purpose, label is there. You see that a label can be set. You can set a string to that also. You can set an icon to that also, and you can set it alignment with string and icon also. So the function, the class which is being used, that is nothing but your JLabel. We'll go into example in detail, but overview will be initialized first. Same way, for using that label, we can use a function like get text. You can set a text at the runtime also for your label. You can set an alignment also. You can set some icons also on your label also. You can get the horizontal alignment at the runtime, at what location your label has been available. So most probably get text and set text are being used in labels. So a very simple example will demonstrate at runtime, but initially we'll go for an what we call as an understanding the code, how the labels will be added on a screen. For adding a label, what we need is that we need to import a package called as java.swing package. If java.swing package contains the JLabel, I have created a class called as a label example. Into that I have written a main function. My code is written into my main function, so directly it will start executing. First, what I have done is that I have created the object of JFrame. As we know, that is a container, and components are always added on the container. If container is not that, components cannot be added. So first we have to do is that we have to create a component, a container class object, and that container class will be containing all the components what you want to add on your screen. So here I want to have one simple example, that I want two labels, L1 and L2. I have initialized it. I have initialized the object by using a new keyword. So label 1 is equal to new label, and I have given name called as a first label. Now I want to display it on a specific location. So label 1 dot set bounds, x-axis, y-axis, width and height I have given. Automatically the label will be displayed on this location. Same way, I have added a second label. Already it is being initialized at the second line. Now here I am creating an object. Label 2 is equal to new label, and I have given name as second label, and I have set it at specific location by using a function called as set bounds, x-axis, y-axis, and my width and height of that label. Now I have added into frame, that is my frame object, JFrame object. So f dot add, I have added label 1. Same way, I have added label 2. Then I have set the size of a frame, because I am adding everything on my frame. So two components are added. Now I am setting the size of my frame, 300 by 300 pixel. Now I don't want layout, so I have not said anything, so it is null, and I have made it visible. So automatically the label will be made visible on my screen and will be visible for everyone. Same way, yesterday we have seen a text field also example. So same way, a text field At the runtime you can set a text, and you can set a column also. So if I want maximum the size to be set of that field, text field, so how much character it should accept, so I can provide its column also. So you can use this parameter for displaying. If you are using constructor without any string, so automatically there will be nothing being displayed on your screen, that is on a text box. But if you want something to be displayed by default on a screen, then you might use this constant, that is called as, you can pass a parameter that is a string to your class, that is j text field. There are some functions which are being used, that is you can add an action listener also to your text field. You can get an action, you can set a font also. At runtime you can set a font for your text box, and you can remove an action listener at the runtime also. So adding an action listener and removing an action listener can be done at runtime to your text boxes. You can get an action also, what all actions are been added over there, and you can set a font for your text field also. So this is what the simple example what we have seen yesterday. The thing is that what we have done yesterday was, we have created one frame object. We want two text field to be displayed on a screen. So we have initialized two object name, that is t1 and t2. I have initiated it by using a new keyword. So t1 is equal to new jtext field, and I want to display it on a screen, that is welcome to Java. I want to display at specific location, so t1 dot set bounds. Same way text box 2, and it is will be set at a specific location. Now my regular duty, that is I want to add all these components, that is t1 and t2 on a frame. So frame dot add, saying I am setting a size of a frame, setting a layout, and setting it visible. Everything will be there, and you will find that two labels will be displayed on a screen. Same way we'll see how text areas are being displayed. So just like a text box, text area is nothing but where we add an address. It has a multiple columns and it has a multiple rows. So multiple rows can be added, and you can go for the description. Just like if you want to add an address, so address cannot be added into text box because it is very limited. So for making it more descriptive, we always prefer to go for text area. So text area is just same like a text field, but the name of the class is changing. Here we have used jTextArea. It is a default constructor of this class. Whenever we use this one, only the screen with a text field area will be displayed. If you want to do something changes into that, so there is function overloading here. What we have done is that something default string you want to display, so you can pass a string into that. So it is different, same function but different parameters. So it is function overloading. So you are doing nothing but you are overloading with different parameters. So it is single parameter. Here you can set as rows and columns, how much rows and columns you want, that can be set. Same way you can set a string with rows and columns also. So it is same like we have seen in the previous text field. So you can add anything. So whenever you go for a text area, you can set a row at runtime. You can set a column, because there are different functions you can use for runtime. Same just like a text field, you can set at a runtime font. What font should be displayed on your screen? So you can set a font, and here you can use the class, that is font class, to add that class into your font. If you want to insert something specifically, you can use an insert function indirectly, that can be added at the runtime. And if you want to use an append, you want to append something, that can be appended into this. So there is an append function also. So very simple example here. We have imported the package javax.swing package. We have called this constructor. Now this is an actual way of writing a code, that we have to do initialization in a constructor. So here in constructor, we have created one JFrame object, because this is a container, without it which we cannot do. Now here I have created one JArea, text area, and the name of that object I have given is area. I have initiated it by using a new keyword and jTextArea, and I have written by default something to be displayed on a screen, that is welcome to Java point. Then I am setting a boundaries, I want to display it at specific location. So x coordinate, y coordinate, width and height. I am adding those components, setting a size, setting a layout, and setting it is a single line code that we have to use. That's it. And we are running this by justly creating the object of the class. So automatically the constructor will be called, and this part will be get executed. We see this everything execution in demonstration, and we'll go for the different what we call as an action listeners or event listener will be implemented to that corresponding components in the future session. So today we have completed theoretically a text field, text area, label and button, Now we'll be entering into text, that is a password field. I am running fast because same examples will be demonstrated on Eclipse also. So just for the knowing on information of this, we as we know that in AWT there was no password field. Anyone knows how to make any text box in AWT? Is there any mechanism for making that text box as a password field? Does anyone knows? Can anyone give me the example? Whether AWT we have seen yesterday or some week before, was there any password field we have seen or we have come across in AWT? We have seen in a Swing, that is a J password. Yes, anyone? I want to answer from anyone. Naneshwari. Do both Naneshwari. Anyone? Dhanasri, Jayasri, Sajiri, Suchita, Maheshwari, Pradnya. Anyone knows? Does anyone knows whether I want to create a login page, but here I want to use only AWT component? Is there any password field I can use from only AWT package? I don't want Swing components to be used. Can we do that one? Now write it on a page. We have to set a text box of AWT. We have to use a text box field only. But one thing you have to do, you have to make something change into the text box. That is, you want to add some functionality. As soon as the text content is displayed, it should be displayed in what we call as an password like mechanism. So you should not display the content what you have added. It should be in star like. So there is one function called as set echo char. Write it on a notebook somewhere. The name of the function is set echo char. I will share you an example how it has been added. It is very simple. Text box का जो ऑब्जेक्ट आपने बनाया है, अगर आपने t1 यूज़ किया है तो t1 डॉट सेट इको कैर और ब्रैकेट में उसके राउंडेड ब्रैकेट में सिंगल कोट में आपको स्टार लिखना है. यानी आप जब भी कुछ एंटर करेंगे उसके अंदर दैट विल बी डिस्प्लेड इन अ फॉर्मेट ऑफ स्टार. So there is no password field in AWT, but here in Swing components these people have added password field. Are you clear with this? Yes.
Yes, sir.
The name of the function is set echo char. Yes. Now that was the problem of AWT component. Now in Swing components, these people have created a separate component for you for displaying, for having accepting the values in only in the format of password like field. That is a star will be displayed on the screen. So name of the field is password field. So don't use password, it should be password field. Many students make a habit of writing only password, J password. So it is not J password, it is just J password field. So J password field is again been extended from same. See the definition, it is being created from your text box. It has been inherited from your text box. So it will be same having a feature just like a text box, so but something limited changes are there. So we'll find there are the 4 constructor of this. You can set a column, that is how many characters should be displayed. You can set by default a string on your password field, and you can set by default field with some size. So only if you are setting column that is integer 8 number, so only 8 character will be visible on your screen, but it will be accepting more numbers, but it will be visible only 8 number on a screen. So this thing you have to keep in mind. So whenever I want to display a password, what thing I have to do is that I need to import a package called as a Swing package, Swing with star. I need to create a container object, that is JFrame F. A password field, I am creating an object, the name of the password field is value, and adding into new J password field. And here I want to use, I am adding one label also. So label are just like a previous one, I want the label, and in front of that I want a text box with nothing but a password, and that should be accepting. So we are adding those things. We'll have a runtime example. We have done addition, we have setting a size of frame, layout and visible. All code is similar, only one thing we have changed, that is we have only used J password field, and that is that object is we have added into your program. So that will be visible on the screen. Now we'll stop up till this point, and we'll go for the execution, because it will become very simple for you whenever you see an example in front of you. So I will show you that function also. So how this AWT component text box is been changed into sorry, just a second. So lot many examples are been opened. Now we are in AWT swing components. Now yesterday we have started with button, but before that I want to show you that AWT text feed. So I am running this one. See, it is AWT. Here I have not used any swing components. AWT package. Now see, one simple example. If I am writing like this, I am getting a text content. If I am writing like this, I am getting a text content. But I don't want this one. I want this first, second field to be, there is a second text box to be what? Password field. But as we are in AWT, there is no mechanism of using a text password field. So if I write this like this, if suppose password, so it will show me an error, because this type of class is not available in what we call as an AWT package. So you will find that there is no password field like available in. So what we have to do is that, now this is object T2. So now what I will do is that T2 dot set let it be dot set echo. See this, set echo char. I am using this function, and into that, in single quote or in double quote, I am using only star. So it will be accept only single quote star, and I want it to display only star. So see, it should be in a single quote. Now I am running this one. So there is no text field in AWT. See this Java password. See what thing I have done? I have done nothing. I have only created the used that object, and one thing I have done, I have used a function called as set echo char. Set echo char will display like this output for me. So are you clear with this? How to make a text
Yes, sir.
password field in AWT? Now
Yes,
this is
sir.
only issue when we go for AWT component. Now we are nowhere using that AWT, so we are using swing component. So here today yesterday we have seen button, text field. Now today we go for label, and then text area. So I think so. Yes. So just like example what I have demonstrated, a container, that is JFrame, two labels L1 and L2, label 1 initialized with some caption on that, that is first label, same to label 2 initialized with caption with second label. Then I have used set bound function 2 times, that is for label 1 and for label 2 set bound functions, and I want to display that specific location. So that is set bound. Then this is a regular thing what we have to do. आपको सबको पता है कि हमें ये 4 तरीके के फंक्शन यूज़ करने ही पड़ते, तभी जाके ये स्क्रीन हमें दिखाई देती है. दैट इज़ ऐड, सेट साइज, सेट लेआउट एंड सेट विजिबल. ये चारों फ्रेम के होते हैं, बाकी सब लेबल के होते हैं. सो वी हैव डन दिस एंड विल रन दिस प्रोग्राम. Now see, the labels are available. You can't do anything with that label because it is always non-editable. So it is not just like a text you can edit. So it is visible on the screen at a specific location. First label at 50, 50, 100, 30, and second label at 50, 100, and 130. You know exactly what is first parameter, second parameter. I think so. Are you clear with the parameters what we pass with the set bounds? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, remaining students.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, जब
Yes,
तक
sir.
आप हार
Yes,
नहीं
sir.
बोलेंगे मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा, आपको समझ में आ रहा है
Yes,
कि
sir.
नहीं? ओके। तो लेबल समझ में आया सबको?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we can add an action listener to label also. The what thing we'll do one example. This is a button. When I click on that button, content will be displayed. So we are adding action listener to the button. So this is a very simple example you can demonstrate at home. That is on action listener, you can set it on specific location, a label, and you can add a text at runtime on that label also. So here what is simple example what we have done is that I have used that swing component. I have used the AWT component, so there is no need because I have not used it anywhere. So I have given a comment over there. Okay, this function are from AWT. Yes, because I have extended the frame, so there is no J frame, it is frame. So that's why it is asking for this one. Okay, so let it be. AWT contains frame, so that's why I have imported it. So this is most important because we are using action listener. Now whenever I want to do this, I want J button and J label to be get displayed. I have written a constructor over there of that class, that is label 1 constructor. Into that I have initialized label 1, I have initialized the button, I have written something on a button. Now I have to increase the size, that is 70, so it is very limited size been displayed. So 70, so all characters will be displayed on a button, and I am adding action listener to the button, and I am adding button, I am adding label, setting aside, making it visible, and setting the layout as null. Now as I have implemented this action listener, so it means I am adding this action listener. When I am implementing 100%, I need to add this action listener to the specific component. Add it is on a button, so b dot action listener, and I am passing this parameter, that is this operator. Automatically this function will be calling action perform function. Action perform function, we have to write it in the same way, that is public void action perform, and the event that will be tackling this situation, that is action event, and the object. So in try catch, what I have done is that I have set the size of my label. So L is nothing but my object of a label. So L is label, set size. At the runtime I am changing the value of my text box, that is label, and I am writing that welcome to Java session. And if anything happens wrong with this one, a catch will be catching the situation, and a main function where only the object of the same class is being created, and when we run this program you will see an output that there is a one label and there is one button. Initially label doesn't contain anything because I have not passed anything into this parameter, so it is only there, but we can't see that. But when I click on button, the text content has been displayed on a screen. So are you clear with this, how at the runtime we can add something on a label? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now this frame is not closing. Why it is not closing? Because I am using the frame from AWT, and AWT frame cannot be closed directly, we have to write a function. So here I am directly closing the program, but if it is JFrame you can close it directly because the feature has been added into JFrame. So this is how we have cleared with the label. Now we will move to the text area. Text area is nothing but I am going for the source and going for the format, so automatically it will be displaying in a very systematic way. So I have imported a swing. Now this is the only simple example that will be displaying a text area. So right click, so see text content will be displayed. If I am writing something into that, automatic the scroll bars will be visible to me. So see, it is not get visible, I think so. So we have not changed the setting also, so let it be. So here the text area, how it is displayed, a frame, that is a container, text area. I am setting a boundaries of that text area. I am adding those text area, and just I am calling the constructor of the class. My text box will be displayed on a screen. Okay, now I want to make some changes into that. What I want to do is that I want to use some parameter like this. So it is, I want this 15 and then 40, the for parameter, that is x and y coordinate I am passing, that is row and column. If I am passing 3 parameter, I am using this text area with 3 parameter. Now it is not showing anything like this. But when you go for designing, you will find that. Let it be. The text area, the 3 parameters not accept working. So let it be. We'll talk only on this text area. We'll go for an action listener. Now second example is that. We'll go for one simple example. Well, we'll do some operation. We'll be using some action listener. That is on click event, we'll do some operations and we'll see how we can use that text data in your regular applications. So I'm writing one simple code. I'm writing hi, hello, how are you? Simple, a text field, and I'm writing something. And when I click on this count, so it will be giving me the count of words. So hi, hello, how are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.